Peter Paul Rubens is a Belgian painter who is popular from 16th century to 17th century. His works are evaluated in Europe since he was alive. He is absolutely an elite painter. Rubens studied Greek and Roman classical literature and Bible. On the basis of this, he thought about the essence of God and human. He was a humanist. In addition, he could speak 7 languages, so he played an active part as a diplomat. Spanish and English kings conferred decorations in honor of his glory. Although I say his life was not blessed when he was young. His family was poor, so his mother made him work away from home. He had worked in noble house, and soon the emperor recognized his talent. Then he could become a member of Guild of Saint Luca, the Painters' Union, and become a master's pupil. Painters used to copy foreigners' works, and he improved his painting skill. Rubens' example of painting were Hans Holbein and Raphael Santi. Hans Holbein is known for a portrait of Henry VIII and ambassadors. And the ambassadors there is a skull on the floor. He's Hans Holbein. Raphael is known for the School of Athens and Madonna Sistina. This is Raphael. When he was 23, he went to Italy for studying works of great painters. He watched a lot of works. For example, Titian, Veronese, and Tintoret. Titian is famous for Venus of Urbino. Veronese is famous for a portrait of Venetian woman. And Tintoret is known for the origin of Milky Way. You may find their painting features when you watch Rubens' works. After that, Rubens was welcomed into Vincenzo I Gonzaga's palace in Mantova, in the southeastern part of Italy. In the past, it was said to be a painter's success to be liked and hired by royalties and nobilities. If a painter was hired, he lived in such palace and painted portraits of them. That was a painter's success in the past. Rubens received monetary assistance from the Mantova and visited Rome. In Rome, he learned artworks of ancient Greece and Rome, and also learned from works of Leonardo da Vinci and Michelangelo. He was also affected by naturalism expression of Caravaggio's work, which was a frontline painter at that time in Rome. Naturalistic expression is the way of thinking and method to try to faithfully reproduce natural things as it is. Or, in other words, the way to express how much you can draw like a real thing. You can see Caravaggio drew muscle and fat so similarly to real people. Rubens had studied in Italy for a couple of years. Then he was selected as the person to bring a gift from Mantova to Philip III of Spain. He watched many works of masters while staying in Spain. When he returned to Italy, Rubens lived in different places for a while, and then settled down in Rome. One day, he received a request to draw a picture of the most important main altar of the church, which was newly built in Rome at that time. He drew a Virgin and Child in the Saint Mary in Valsella Basilica. In this altarpiece, he drew a Papacy Gregory I and the saint after Rome with the Virgin and Child. After a while, Rubens heard his mother Maria is critically ill, and returned from Italy to Belgium in 1608. But his mother died before he came back to his house. He wanted to return to Italy, but he was welcomed as a court painter of Albrecht VII of Belgium. Instead, he was allowed to have his own workshop and undertake another works beside ones in Paris. In September 1609, he became a court painter, and 1 month later, he got married to Isabella, the daughter of Belgian influential person Jan Brandt. The next year of his marriage, Rubens moved to the house designed by himself. This house is still being used as a municipal art museum, and you can see it. A mansion was built in Italian style that he liked and had a workshop too. One of his disciples is Anthony van Dyck, who later became a court painter of England and left famous works such as Portrait of Charles I. Rubens was kind and nice to people, so he was loved by anyone. He made some collaborative works with other painters who are active in Belgium.